going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with one of the most highly requested deck profile for the Link era. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Today guys, I'm coming at you with my versions of Mass Heroes for the Link format, and I'm to you guys right now, this deck is about to drastically change because of the new game mechanic. Let me tell you guys right now, with the previous versions of Mass Heroes, we were able to bring out Bahamut Shark and also bring out Totally Awesome. Let me tell you, this version is not viable anymore. It's going to be rarely impossible without having to waste a ton of resources going to Bahamut and Totally Awesome, because you guys all know that with the limitation of having the one extra deck zone, you can't go Bahamut Shark and of course Totally Awesome anymore. And you know what? This deck is basically built around just like, you know, King of the Hill, if you guys know what I mean, like Protect the Castle kind of deck, where you just legit try to bring out Dark Law and try to your best to actually protect your Dark Law for as long as you can, so that way that you can actually win the duel. Because you guys all know how powerful Dark Law is. Dark Law is a walking macrocosmos, which is able to nuke cards out of your opponent's hand each time they add something from the deck to their hand, which is really good. And cards in today's metagame, you know, all revolve around adding cards or searching cards, so Dark Law can become very, very effective. So this is my version on Mass Heroes and my take on it, and what I believe is the best list for me. If you guys have any ideas or any card checks and choices that you guys want to play in your own deck, make sure you guys go ahead and do that. Just use my deck list as a guide to what you guys can play in your own deck. By the way guys, I have a True Draco playmat now available. Here's a picture right here. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel, make sure you guys message me on my Facebook page to get your True Draco playmats today. I do free shipping to Canada and US. International shipping will cost extra, so if you guys want to get your playmat, make sure you guys get them today. Alright guys, start with the monsters. Start with the monsters you want to play, of course. Triple Element Hero Shadow Mist. It's really unfortunate that in the OCG they have only one copy of Shadow Mist, but I will sacrifice, you know, double copies of Shadow Mist for Elemental Heroes Shadows in my personal opinion. So hopefully one day we get Shadows back into the CCG. So triple Shadow Mist, really, really powerful card. The fact that it's able to search a match chain upon special summon, and also it's able to search a hero monster directly from the deck to the hand when it's sent to the graveyard. It's just really, really good. Next off, we're going to play Triple Elemental Bowman, one of the greatest cards to actually make rank 4 spams, which is really good. And you know, since you can't really spam rank 4s no more, Bowman can actually help you make Decode Talker and things like that, because it's essentially a free special summon if he's the only card in your hand. So you can set all your small cards, special Bowman, basically go into your rank 4 XYZs, or even actually having access to Mass Hero Acid is still really, really good in today's metagame. Although that you can't really make Bahamut and Toad anymore, doesn't matter, Bowman is still a really powerful card in Heroes. Giving you access to Acid, Absolute Zero, and also some rank 4 XYZs is always a great card to have. So triple Bowman. Next off, you guys want to play, of course, double Elemental Hero Honesty Nails. Let me tell you guys right now, this card is absolutely phenomenal. I told you guys that this deck's playstyle is about to change, and you're going to try to protect Dark Law as much as possible. And Honesty Nails gives you that instant protection by making Dark Law 2500 attack plus, making him 4900 attack, which is going to be really hard to ram over. One of the greatest cards to actually help you beat over Masterpiece, which is really good. And this card activates in a damage step, which is really, really amazing. So you can just go out, Honesty Nails damage step, boom, kill the Masterpiece, which is really powerful. The fact that Shadow Mist can actually search this card makes this card really accessible. And same goes for Emergency Call. Emergency Call can actually add this card directly from your deck to your hand. This card is just so good in today's version of Mass Heroes, because the fact that you're trying to play Protect the Dark Law deck, this card makes basically your Dark Law invincible. So, and last off, for our hero monsters you want to play, of course, the One Vision Hero Vion. This card is really amazing for the fact, one, it can search Polymerization. Polymerization does come out sometimes, especially when you have multiple E-Hero monsters on the field, to make cards like Vision Hero Adoration, and also to make Absolute Zero, which is absolutely amazing. And if this card is normal summon session, you can send one hero monster from direct to your graveyard, so it's an instant Foolish Burial for Shadow Mist, which gives you access to basically a first turn rank 4 XCs. So if you top like a Vision Hero Vion, you can activate the effect, dump Shadow Mist, add Bubble Man, set all your cards, special Bubble Man, make a rank 4 XCs, and just basically try to kill your opponent. So this card is really good for that, because it's essentially a one card XYZ. And a secondary effect is really good because you can banish one hero monster from your graveyard to add one Polymerization from your deck to your hand. So depending on how many hero monsters you have on the field, you can actually activate this effect to add Polymerization from your deck to your hand, and then make a Vision Hero Adoration, which is really powerful. So last but not least, we want to play the one Vision Hero Vion. And let's go out for our supporting engines. You want to play double Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk is essentially, you know, you're playing 3 copies of Shadow Mist and 2 copies of Summoner Monk, giving you a total of 5 copies of Shadow Mist, which is really, really good. So double Summoner Monk. Really good cards. And then, you know, one Goblinberg, really good card to search off and reinforce with the army when you already have a Shadow Mist in hand, which is really good. So one GB. And last but not least, you want to play the one Maxi for the best card in the game right now. This card deserves to be banned. If you open up this card going second, just really great. It doesn't really conflict too much with Bowman, but, you know, stopping your opponents from basically going off is way more important in today's metagame than anything. So that's pretty much it for the monster lineup. Let's go off to your spells. Alright guys, for the spells we're going to play the very standard triple mass change, really good cards. Make Dark Law, make Anki, and also make Acid, which is really good. Triple E Emergency Call, searches up all your E-Hero monsters directly from your deck to hand, which is really good. And the fact that this doesn't search just a level 4 lower E-Hero monster makes Honesty Neos very viable, because this card can search any hero monster directly from your deck to hand, which is really awesome. So, Reinforce with the Army, searches out, what is it called, your Goblinberg and also your E-Hero monster directly from your deck to your hand. So you're playing 4 search cards to search into all the resources that you need. And next off, we're going to play Triple Hero Lives. Okay, card's really good. You want to open up Dark Law as quickly as possible, so Hero Lives basically get you there. So that's what I love about this card. Gets you into your Shadow Mist immediately, is that you activate Hero Lives, especially with Shadow Mist directly from the deck, and then wait till your opponent's standby phase to activate Mass Change. So that would be that you can get your hero monster directly from your deck to your hand, such as Honesty Neos, so you can have an instant protection for Dark Law. So Triple Hero Lives, really important. 1 Miracle Fusion, I love protecting in this card because this card is really good late and mid game. The fact that you're able to have instant access to Absolute Zero, and also Adoration is just really good as well. So sometimes one of the time what I'll do is that I'll activate Miracle Fusion, okay, go into Absolute Zero, kill the monster, so that I can do damage, then activate Mass Change on Absolute Zero to make Acid. That's like a new combo with Miracle Fusion and also Mass Change, because that you make Miracle Fusion, you make Absolute Zero, and then you Mass Change to Anki to basically get the full Judge and Dragon effect from your hero monsters, which is really good. So 1 Miracle Fusion, 1 Polymerization because you can search it off. Vision Hero Vion, the card's really good because it really comes up in situations where you already have boards of a lot of monsters already, so you can just activate what's it called, the Polymerization to basically fuse into your Absolute Zero or fuse into your Vision Hero Adoration, which is really good. So 1 Poly. After the staples, 1 Regeki. And this is a new addition to the deck, where when I decided to test out with, and it's working really well, is I play double Chalice and double Forbidden Lands. So this is like the old versions of heroes where you're able to just play Forbidden Lands to protect Dark Law, and it's absolutely insane how these cards are coming back into the deck. Forbidden Lands, you guys don't know how powerful Lance is. Lance basically minuses Dark Law by 800 and protects it from being destroyed by the effects of spell and trap cards. And you know, in today's meta, Dark Hole and Regeki are just so prevalent and things like that. This card just comes super clutch protecting Dark Law, and these cards basically help you protect Dark Law. And this card is also really good and versatile, especially against negating monster effects, which is really powerful. Forbidden Lance is just really versatile as well. 1, not only in the damage step, but 2, the fact that you're able to just protect yourself from board wipes and just massive removal is just absolutely insane. So Forbidden Lands and Forbidden Chalice are the new addition to the deck, and how you want to play mass heroes, in my personal opinion, to basically protect your monsters as much as you can. And so this is like a essentially Dark Law deck. You know what I mean? Like you know how Bujins are played to protect your model? It's essentially doing the same thing with mass heroes, and it's just super sad that you have to play like that. But with the release of the new Link, mechanic and Link rules, you have to play like that. So double Forbidden Lance, of course, Forbidden Chalice. Until we get actually good Link monsters for mass heroes to actually use, we have to play the deck like this so far to basically use Lance and Chalice and things like that to protect your Dark Law. So last but not least, we're gonna play double Cosmic Cyclone. We're gonna play the 1 Pot of Desires. You guys don't have to play this card as well, but I actually like teching the 1 Pot of Desires in because it actually gets me into the resources that I need. I tried playing 2 copies, but throughout testing I was drawing the other one often off Pot of Desires, so I just decided to cut Desires down to 1, so that way I was never able to see a Desires once I desire. So 1 Pot of Desires is still a really good card. You guys don't have to play this card. You guys don't play Upstart Goblin or just cut this card out as a whole. I understand that you guys don't like this card, but it's not a neg 9. It's a +1. This card is too broken in today's game right now. And last but not least, one of the best cards for Links, in my personal opinion, is Mind Control. This card is absolutely nuts. Being able to just take control of your opponent Link monsters to actually potentially help make your own Decode Talker is insane. If you guys don't know, once you Mind Control your opponent's Link monster, the Link monster that you Mind Controlled comes into your main monster zone. It doesn't come into the extra deck zone. So it comes to your main monster zone, and if you have already multiple monsters in the field, you can actually use their Link monsters and your own monsters to make a Decode Talker or to make your own Link monster, which is absolutely insane. And that's why I love Mind Control so much for this format. You activate Mind Control, take their monster, boom, make your own Link monsters, or boom, make your own XCs, which is really powerful. So the 1 Mind Control, just to tech in. Alright guys, off to our traps, for our staples. You guys want to play Triple Mirror Force. You are playing a Protected Dark Law deck, and Mirror Force is going to be one of the best cards right now for the fact that it's able to clear the entire board. Cards like Quake and Mirror Force, it's not that great now in today's meta because, you guys don't know that Link monsters can never be face down, so it's not really effective against that. But Mirror Force is just a really powerful card as a whole. Being able to just get rid of the problematic boards all at once by just destroying everything sent to the graveyard is just really good. So Triple Mirror Force, you are protecting Dark Law as much as you can. 1 Torrential Tribute, punishes bad players. Double Call the Haunted, basically your reoccurrence and your follow-up play. So you actually Call the Haunted, bring back Shadow Mist, so that way that you always have a Dark Law on the field, which is really amazing. So double Call the Haunted. Really good cards in my personal opinion. And last but not least, we're going to play the double solemn strike to round off our traps. Trap lineup is always up to personal preference on what you guys want to play, but I believe that this is just a solid lineup already for Mass Heroes. And also, you guys can also count these cards as trap cards as well. Like Forbidden Lance and also Chalices are essentially trap cards, and you're playing double copies of these anyway, so you're playing 4. So you're playing a significant amount of traps in my personal opinion, because these cards are just really good during the damage step to basically trick your opponent and just increasing and decreasing life points. Just really good. So these cards can essentially become traps as well. So that's pretty much it for the traps. Let's go off into our side deck. Side deck is always up to personal preference, but this is what I have to showcase you guys so far, so you guys have an idea on what you guys can play on your side. You guys want to play, of course, Triple Gamma Seal. Really good cards. Heroes have problems beating over big monsters unless you have Honesty Neo. So that's why that Gamma Seal just gets rid of the problem immediately. So Gamma Seal is just really good for that. And Dark Law can beat over it, which is really nice. Double Ash Blossom, especially going second against True Dracos. Third, the Cosmic. Double Dark Hole, really good. Double Twin Twister. These cards are just really good cards against True Dragos, by the way. And then triple Dimensional Barrier, really good cards. And last but not least, double Anti-Spell Fragments to run off our side deck. Especially going first, Dark Law, Anti-Spell Fragments, set all your protection cards. It's just absolutely insane. So that's pretty much it for the side. Let's go off into your extra deck. Next up, we're gonna play double Mass Hero Dark Law. One of the best cards of your deck, and it's your auto win condition, which is really good. You basically just want to protect this card as much as possible. So double Dark Law. And to be honest, through testing, I only find myself using 2 copies of the Mass Hero Dark Law, but I actually sometimes feel like I actually need a third one for some reason, but you would bump this card up to 3. So double Mass Hero Dark Law, the 1 Anki, 1 Acid, because we can still have access to it, and of course 1 Absolute Zero. You can make it off Miracle Fusion and also Polymerization, which is really good. And you guys all know the combo with these 2 cards right here with Miracle Fusion and also Mass Change. Absolutely insane. 1 Vision Hero Adoration. This card does come up with Polymerization and also Miracle Fusion, which is really good. It requires you to just use 2 hero monsters. Make this card, once per turn you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls and 1 other hero monster you control, and basically the targeted monster loses attack and defense equal to attack of your targeted monster, which is insane. So it can basically help you OTK, which is really good. 1 S39 Lightning, 1 number 39, 1 Castell, Tornado Dragon, Emerald, Karakogon, Direwolf. Direwolf is just really good in link format because you go Direwolf, you pop itself, kill, and then just go off with your hero lives and things like that. So Direwolf, 1 Abyss Dweller, and last but not least, the 1 Deco Talker to round off your extra deck. Deco Talker does not come up a lot because you're just trying to play Mass Hero, protect the Dark Law deck, but this card does come up in times where I actually use Mind Control to steal my opponent's monster to actually help me make this card, which is absolutely insane. So that's why I play cards like Call the Haunted. Bowman is just so good because it can potentially give you access to Deco Talker, and having access to Deco Talker so that way that you have more access to your extra deck is always really beneficial. So definitely Deco Talker is definitely a must-off in the deck. It's not like a thing that where you want to prioritize going to, but it's one of the cards that you can actually make, which is really, really good. So that's pretty much it for the deck profile, guys. A lot of you guys are probably wondering, Sam, why don't you play Gofu? Just in case for those of you who are wondering, Gofu does not really work well in Mass Heroes. Mass Heroes in Link format does not work really well at all, for the fact that 1, Gofu will conflict with the hero lives. If you're playing Gofu.build, you're going to conflict with the hero lives, which, the purpose of this deck is to try to bring out Dark Law as quickly as possible, and not being able to activate hero lives is just, you can't bring out Dark Law. So that's why Gofu conflicts with the hero lives, because Gofu requires you to have no monsters, and the hero lives requires you to have no monsters. So if you already have a Link monster in your extra deck zone, you still have a monster on the field, so you can never be able to activate the hero lives, which is a problem. So yeah, so overall, like, Mass Heroes just have a big problem with Links because the playstyle of the deck is all to change. You can't play totally awesome heroes anymore and things like that. So now we're just gonna be playing a playstyle of protecting the Dark Law deck, and until we get good Link monsters to support Mass Heroes, this is how the deck is supposed to be played, in my personal opinion. Take it how you guys want, but this is probably one of the best lists that works out for me. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe if you guys haven't yet already. Thank you guys so much for watching again. This is Sam from Team Sam signing out. Alright guys, peace.